Okay, guys, so welcome to the fourth lesson. So just a reminder, we always have our past lesson recordings. If you guys are interested in any of the topics we're presenting, there's a couple of them on the YouTube channel as well. And so we're going to be doing icebreakers again. So what is your favorite food, and tell us about popular food in Nepal. It can be like a famous one, like something that they're known for, or like what's your favorite food to cook? What do you like to eat?
Momo, ma'am, Momo. Momo is our favorite food.
Can you describe what it is?
No, I can't describe it, but it's too much popular in Nepal.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard of that before.
Oh, so can any friend please help me and describe the Momo?
Oh, I searched it online. It's like, it looks like a dumpling, but I'm not sure.
Oh.
Like there's meat inside, right? Let me see. Can you guys see this?
Oh, that looks good.
Does that look like this? Wait, who shared?
Yeah.
If it look like this? Whoa. Yeah, I think, yeah, that
And
looks
that's
really
very
good.
tasty.
Thank you for sharing.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
Welcome.
try that like when I go to visit Nepal. When I go there someday.
Yeah, definitely. Please have a try when whenever you go to Nepal.
Yeah. Anyone else have their favorite Lemping?
I think we can just. So, what's your favorite book, and tell us about popular books in Nepal? I think the pop culture group is also presenting books, so you're going to be seeing a couple of what we like to read and what we read during school.
Also, if any tutor want to share their favorite, like share their answer to the question, feel free to speak out.
Does anyone have anything to share? Like the books on the screen, we normally read them in high school, so in the US.
Or feel free to share the type of book you like to read. Like maybe not exactly one, but either a cartoon book or the fiction, or you like natural about science, or you like the scary type. Yeah, feel free to put it in the chat or speak out.
Personally, I like mystery and science fiction. I think those are always really interesting. Does anyone else?
And I see Simran, is that your name? Did I pronounce that right? I saw that like Muna Maden. It would be like really nice if any of you want to share what the book is about, or yeah. Let me check that out. Oh, the first one is a poem.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one. So what's your plan for the weekend that's coming up for us? Do you guys plan on like watching a show or playing sports or even catching up with school? Like, because the World Cup was going on. So yeah, you got to catch up on sleep over the weekend. Do you have any idea of what movie you're gonna watch? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, the World Cup's been all over social media recently, but I'm not too into it, so I haven't been keeping up with it. All right, I think I'm gonna just move into the actual tutoring part. Okay. So for today's topics, in the science portion, we're gonna be doing cell death, and in the pop culture portion, we're gonna be doing books. So first, an introduction to cell death. Cell death is an active, important process for the removal of unwanted cells, and it's necessary for homeostasis. And homeostasis is essentially the balance of bodies to function properly. And for example, it removes cells in situations such as being cells affected by viruses or creating a structure in the body. So for example, your external layer of skin is always being shed, and it can also remove excess cells. So when you get an infection, white blood cells are produced more to fight after the infection. So they're going to be removed after the infection clears, or when the cells are damaged from toxins. And there are several types of cell death: apoptosis, autophagy, necrosis, and entosis. And so on the right in this picture, you can see all the types of cell death. So a couple instances of cell death in diseases. So first is anemia. And so if you can see on the top right, you can see the difference of red blood cells in the two pictures, one with like a regular and one with anemia. And so anemia occurs when your body does not make enough red blood cells or when your body destroys red blood cells. And another one is sickle cell disease. And so sickle cell disease also affects red blood cells, which carry oxygen throughout the body. And so essentially red blood cells approximately die in about 120 days. However, when you have sickle cell disease, they often cause in 10 to 20 days, which cause anemia. And so I found this video about a single-celled organism, which I thought would be kind of interesting to show you guys. So first, the first order of cell death, first one we're going to be talking about, is autophagy, and it's the process in which a cell breaks down and destroys old, damaged, or abnormal proteins and other substances in its cytoplasm. So non-apoptotic programmed cell death. So it's a non-apoptotic programmed cell death with different pathways and mediators from apoptosis. And essentially it maintains homeostasis by protein degradation and turnover of the destroyed cell organelles for new cell formation. So the picture on the right is the process of this.
Okay, so now we'll be covering apoptosis. So this is the process of programmed cell.
death. So it is used during early development to get rid of unwanted cells. And in adults, apoptosis is used to rid the body of cells that have been damaged beyond repair. So since they cannot be fixed anymore, then they have to be rid of like waste. So this process plays a role in preventing cancer, since without apoptosis, it can lead to the uncontrolled cell division and the development of a tumor. So on the right here, you can see just the process, how the process of apoptosis looks like roughly. And here is a live video to give you kind of a visual on how this process works.
So that's it for bio. We're going to be going over the 2 other cell deaths in a couple of weeks, and pop culture is going to present on books.
Okay, hi everyone. We are gonna talk about pop culture and the books today. Okay, so our first book is called Wonder. It's the #1 New York Times bestseller. So basically the story is about like the main character, August Pullman, was born with a severe facial difference, which means like his face is different from other people, like as you can see in the cover here. So this prevent him to go to the school that other people go because he looks different. And the wonder begins from his point of view, but soon it switched to different perspective, like his classmate, his sister, her boyfriend, friend and other peoples. And at the end of the year school ceremony, he made many friends and win the Harry Ward Beecher Award for his strength and kindness and received a standing ovation. So basically, it's just his journey about like his growth and transformation. Because although like he looks different, but like he's still able to like be strong and be brave. Okay, so our next book is The Wings of Fire. So it's a series of books, and there's total 15 of them. The author is Sutherland. Basically, what happened is Clay and his friend were dragons of different kinds that were raised by the talent of peace to fulfill a mystery prophecy. And they were destined to end a long-going war that was raging between the dragon tribes of Faria. But the terrifying thing is no one knows if the prophecy is true. Do you think they will fulfill it and end the war? So it's more like adventure that they go through different war and like fighting with each other and reaching their goal. Okay, Chris.
So is no one presenting Harry Potter? Hey, so Harry Potter, as we can see, the author is J.K. Rowling. It's a series of 7 novels. So basically, Harry Potter and his friends are like the young wizards. And they're students from the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. So the main plot is that Harry struggles against the Lord Voldemort, a dark wizard who intends to become immortal, overthrows the wizard governing body and subjugate all wizards and muggles. Basically, it's an explanation. The muggles are the non-magical people, so ordinary people. Do you want to go to the next slide?
Okay, so To Kill a Mockingbird, this book is the author is Harper Lee and is published in 1960, and it received instant success. And it's like okay, so it's basically about more about like a story of like yeah, because I read that like last year. I try to like recall what happened. So it's like as the problem of like African American in American and the stereotype and also the unfair treatment they got because of their skin color. And the main character's dad is is a lawyer, and he helped him to like fight against the injustice because this man is being accused of doing something wrong because of his skin color. And yeah, so it's a really like good story because you show that there's a lot of people standing up to fight for the right of the Black people during that period of time. So it also like relate to the civil rights movement if you guys are interested into. And yeah, and you guys can do some research about it or read this book.
Okay, so this is my presentation. It's about a science fiction book called Do Andre Dreams of the Electric Sheep? I think I misspelled that. So I have a question that like I want everyone to answer. So is that how do we distinguish between AI and human? So how do you know like I'm speaking right now, right? How do you know I'm a human? Do anyone have an answer? Like you can type it in the chat or do stuff like that. Do any tutors have a idea? or do I have to just solo?
And
Um, Catherine, do you have an idea?
okay, do you guys know what an AI is?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, okay. So yeah, do you want to share your opinion on how do you know the difference between AI or human? Like,
Yeah, AI voice is recognizable, like it is different than human. We can recognize it that it is AI speaking. Nowadays, AI are developed in broad areas, like um, many companies are working on AI, like DeepMind and like Tesla. No, sorry for that. But AI is not that developed to like pronounce anything like humans, and AI have not any emotions.
Yes, you are very correct. So AI, they have sometimes they just have like they don't have the ability to speak like human.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to say something, please?
No, sir.
Okay, so it's like, but what if the AI is too they make it too humanoid, so they make it just like humans. How do we distinguish that? So in this story, there's a Turing test that you can use to distinguish between human and AI. Yeah, so that's basically the book about, and the author of this book is Philip K. Dick, which is a very famous author. And this book was published in 1968. As I mentioned, the genre for this is sci-fi. So the plot is like this. Rick Dick, which is our main character, is a bounty hunter. So basically he hunts down all the androids, which is just AI that escaped from Mars. So in the story, basically AI symbolizes like slaves and stuff. So basically, those AIs escape from Mars, and then his job is to capture them. And in the middle of those, he realized that those androids also has emotions and they're exactly like humans. So he's not sure about what his job is anymore. He don't know if he's for justice, he's working as a police, or he's really just killing stuff. So in the middle of the story, he developed a relationship between him and one of the androids, which he described as a very charming character. Although in the end, he retired, so basically just killed all the AIs, but he still doesn't feel like he have succeeded, or yeah, or like that kind of stuff. So he just basically, I think he's just decided to not do his job anymore. And that's basically it of this book.
okay, thank you. Okay, so that's the end of our class, and we have, okay, Joshua, do you want to stop recording?